Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I started using the Whitelies eyeshadow from Makeupgeek right underneath the highest point of my eyebrow. And to apply this I'm using the Sigma E54 brush. The first shade that I'm going to apply in my crease is the Orange Soda eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm using a Sigma E40 brush to blend this in my crease. So I'm just going back and forth with my brush to make sure it will get a very soft application. Now I'm using the Toofaced Stardust eye palette, and the first shade that I'm going to use is called Sin City. It's a matte black shade, and I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush in the number 3 to create my crease line. Now I'm using the shade Millennial, and I'm using my Sigma E45 brush to blend this shade right above the line that I just created. Now I picked up a bit more of that Millennial shade on my Sigma E45 brush, and make sure that you also blend this shade very well at the inner corner of the line. And I just continue to go back and forth with my brush to make sure it will look very soft. To make sure that everything is well blended out, I'm going back in with the Orange Soda eyeshadow, and I blend this around the edges. The next shade I'm going to use from the palette is called Girls Night, and again I'm using the Sigma E45 brush, and I'm only using the tip of this brush. What I really like about this brush that it goes from thick to very small, so it has a very thin pointy. So I'm just using the point to apply this shade right above the line. I hope you know what I mean, so just don't press too hard with this brush. Now I'm going back in with the black shade from the palette, and I'm using a brush from Morphe brushes. The name of the brush is completely faded away, but I believe it's the smallest brush which they have on their website. So I'm just applying this shade right above the line that I created before. Now I'm going back in with the Girls Night shade on a Sigma E21 brush, and I try to connect the dark shade with the light shade to make sure it will get a very nice transition from light to dark, if that makes sense. It's so hard for me to explain these things in English, so if you don't understand something that I explained, just ask me in the comments and of course I will answer your questions. Now I'm using a white eye pencil from the brand Essence. It's just a random white eye pencil. You can use any white eye pencil that you have at home. So now I'm just going to fill in my whole eyelids, and I'm also going to apply this really sharp underneath the line that I created as my crease to make sure that it will look very sharp. To set the white eye pencil in place, I'm going back in with the Whitelies eyeshadow from Makeupgeekcosmetics. And for this I'm using my all-time favorite brush from MAC, the 242. The first shade that I'm going to apply on my eyelid is the Millennial, the same that I also blended in my crease. And I start applying this at the middle part of my eyelid using again the MAC 242 brush. And I don't even know how to explain what I'm doing in English right now. So that's just why I show you longer steps of my videos. I think a lot of makeup gurus on YouTube show each step very shortly, because I think they just know very well how to explain. I don't, so that's why I show you longer steps of what I'm doing, so you will know what I do by looking at it instead of me explaining, because I simply don't know. I think I just have to watch more YouTube videos myself so I know how to explain these techniques in English. The next shade that I'm going to use is called Girls Night. I'm going to place this shade right next to the Millennial shade. Next to the Girls Night shade I'm going to place the Double Tap shade. And to make the outer corner even more intense, I'm going in with the Sin City shade, that's the black shade of the palette. And this will make it even more intense. Now for my eyeliner I'm using the Sigma Beauty Wicked Gel eyeliner. And I'm applying this eyeliner using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner brush in the number 3. I'm also going to apply the Sin City shade right underneath my lower lash line. I applied some eyeliner in my waterline off camera. I tend to get very watery eyes, so it's easier for me to do this off camera. To apply this black shade, I'm using the MAC 219 brush. To blend out the lower lash line, I'm using the Millennial shade with a Sigma E30 brush. I apply this shade right on top of the dark shade and blend these two together. To make my inner corner pointy, I'm going back in with the Sigma Wicked Gel Eyeliner and my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner brush in the number 3. I'm going to apply some glitter underneath my eye, and I'm using the Certifeye glitter in the shade Chocolate. And to make this stick on my skin, I use the Violet Voss Pigment / glitter glue. So first I apply the glitter glue on my brush, and then I'm going in with my brush in the glitters, and now I'm tapping it on my skin. Now I'm applying some mascara. I'm using the Giga Black Lash Mascara from MAC. And of course I'm applying some lashes. These are the VegasNay Eylure Ground Glamor lashes. And this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!